What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. It's going to focus in on the Buffalo Sabres holding the 8th pick in the draft. It's been a while since they've, been picking outside of the top 5, and what options they have there. If you saw my mock draft on PowerPlayInsiders.com, I have them taking Alex Nylander there. I think Nylander is a phenomenal talent. You look at the forward group they have with Jack Eichel, with Reinhart. And the opportunity to add a guy like Nylander is phenomenal. I think he's such a skilled player. I'd love to see what kind of player he'd be playing with a guy like Jack Eichel and getting those feeds from Ike. And I think that's going to be a really exciting dynamic there. I mean, could they go if Sergachev? I get Sergachev as a top defenseman on the board in my mock when Buffalo's picking, so Sergachev's definitely a possibility there. Yeah, I know there's a lot of familiarity between the Sabres and Windsor over the years, so that's something to keep an eye on. But I just think if you can add a guy like a Nylander, that dynamic offensive threat, I think you do it. But likewise with Sergachev, I mean, you have the opportunity to have him and Rasmus Ristolainen anchoring your blue line for the next decade. That's going to be something you take a good long hard look at. So I think whatever player they pick here is going to be very, very good and really help be a nice complementary. I mean, you got the number one center in Jack Eichel. That's what every team wants, and I think Ristolainen's on his way to being a legitimate number one defenseman. And I've been adamant. All the great teams have that dynamic. Have that number one center, that big all-around center, and that number one defenseman that plays in all situations. I mean, you look at the last couple Stanley Cup champions. Between Los Angeles with Kopitar and Doughty, those Chicago Blackhawks with Jonathan Toews and Duncan Keith. The Boston Bruins, you definitely put Patrice Bergeron and Daniel Chara in that mix. And, they're really good teams now. I mean, Florida's an up-and-coming squad because of that dynamic with Sasha Barkov and Aaron Ekblad. So, to have those two is a really good step in the right direction for Buffalo. And then, you can kind of piece together the other components you need and help build a contender. I think Nylander will be a phenomenal fit there, and we'll see how it all shakes itself up. So there's definitely a lot of good players on the board, but I got them taking Alex Nylander of the Mississauga Steelheads, the youngest Nylander. Obviously, Michael played in the show, and Williams, on his way to being a great player with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and having that divisional Nylander family rivalry is going to be pretty cool. So that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.